Hey guys, Cigar Jockey back, and working on the second Tatuaje Little Monster stick. What I'm going to do is the Wolfie, which is a torpedo, as you can see right there, with the unfinished foot. Just the wrapper is an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, and it just kind of stops there, like a 1/4 inch, and then you have the rest of the binder and filler, which is a Nicaraguan blend of, who knows what it is, but it is Nicaraguan, and then an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. And it's a torpedo shape. Past that, don't really know much else on the Wolfie. It's the miniature version of the Wolfman. Right out of the box, a nice, really blast of sweet cedar and wood, and almost like a cinnamon spice. That's about all I'm getting off the wrapper. Now going through the foot, it's much denser, more like hay and barnyard. Yeah, that's about all I can say on that. I mean, it's more of like your typical like strong Nicaraguan is what I'm getting off the scent of the foot. Now it's kind of a gnarly looking torpedo. I mean, it's kind of rumpy and bumpy, and it's just, it's a monster stick. That's what it is. So it's cool. So time to light it up, cut it up, and smoke it up. On the draw, I'm actually getting some like straight pepper actually from just on my tongue itself from the draw of this, and just a kind of cedar profile. And I'm hoping that while I'm smoking this, that it doesn't ring because I'm not covered up. And if worse comes to worse, I'm going to take the iPad, throw it in my car, and we're going to finish this in the car. Nice initial blast of pepper, and it's hard to tell sometimes. I mean, it could be the blast of pepper is coming from just, maybe overheating on a flame torch. I really don't know. If somebody could like chime in and say, okay, maybe there's too much heat coming off of using a triple flame. But yeah, black pepper, a lot of cedar is coming through. I'm getting a full-bodiedness, leather, I think I just said leather, but leather, cedar, a little bit of a creamy base, maybe a touch of natural tobacco sweetness. So not much else I can say other than the fact that I just lit up the Tatuaje Little Monster Wolfie, and we'll go from there. So I'm back, and I just wanted to touch up chime into the fact that I just got into where the Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper burnt past where that filler was. So I'm getting some of that now. And as I noticed as I hit that, the pepper strength, like that Nicaraguan pepper, has toned down some, and I've gotten more of a creaminess, more a nutty note. Yeah, it's kind of settled down into a medium plus bodied smoke with still the cedar, the earthiness, some a little bit of like white pepper spice. Other than that, I'm going to let it burn down longer on this Wolfie here. And I didn't touch up on the fact earlier, sorry about that, construction. Otherwise, construction is really, it's solid all the way through. It feels like it actually has like a small box press to it. You can almost feel edges on the wrapper itself, like it's got a small box press going on there. But a nice oily Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. It is, kind of modeled in places there, but, it gives it its rustic character for what it is. And see you in a little bit, guys. Back with the Tatuaje Little Monster Wolfie. and you know, got about an inch or so going in on that, and it, really unique cigar. It's really good. Seems to be a lot different than yesterday's Mini Mom, the Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. To me, and I mean, my review or whatever, my input on this cigar could be completely different and out of the ballpark than anyone else's. So, you know, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. To me, it's this one. I get a very creamy mouthfeel, leather. I'm getting some. Actually, I'm getting some saltiness also with this cigar, which actually seems to work out really well because what I'm getting is like a creamy base with some saltiness, some coffee also, and I'm getting like some nuttiness also. So it's a real like interplay of different textures and flavors. It's really well done in a, to me, a medium plus bodied cigar. Everything I touched on, getting that hit of nice cedar also. Now I find when I do a retrohale though, I do get more of that pepper kick coming through the sinuses with almost like a oaky character. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I think that my reviews are running too long. They're running 9, 10 minutes long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back when it gets to like the halfway mark and see if anything's changed, because, you know, maybe my reviews are just running longer than they need to be me rambling on. Other than that, I'm going to sit back, enjoy this. Oh, by the way, also, the draw on this, just like yesterday's Mini Mom, is excellent. It's got a slight resistance where it should be. It's great rolling. The burn is great as we're going along here, being a cigar that really hasn't had any time to age at all. And I have no idea how long the Little Monsters had an opportunity to age. So I'm going to burn it down more, and we'll see you at the halfway part. So I'm hitting the halfway part of the Tatuaje Wolfie, Little Monster. And when they say Little Monster, they're not meaning small cigars that you're getting in the box. This is just an all-out, full-size torpedo. And honestly, it's a really slow-burning cigar. Mine is. I mean, I don't know how long I've been sitting out here now. It's got to be close to an hour. And, you know, I'm at a halfway point here. And I try to pace myself to not let it burn, you know, close to a minute a puff. Sometimes it's a half minute a puff. But all in all, it's really slow burning. And a really good cigar. I'm getting that creamy base all around, still medium plus bodied. Get the cedar, get the leather. It's still like a natural sweetness, getting some of that saltiness also. Still getting a tinge of the nuttiness, a little bit of backbone of a small peppery spice. But all in all, it's pretty straightforward as to when I lit it up, where it hit the Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. So I'm going to burn it down more and see what we do. Guys, back, excuse me, with, you know, getting down to like the final third of this Wolfie. And the entire time I'm smoking it, I'm trying to think of what, you know, food group this relates it to, because sometimes, you know, people say coffee and everything else like that, which relates to food. Man, this thing just reminds me of an oatmeal cookie. I know it's strange, but it's dense, it's rich. It reminds me of, if I were to have like coffee and an oatmeal cookie, this would be the cigar right here. Because it's very rich, it's very dense. I'm getting the cream. I'm getting some coffee now with this. Pretty much that's predominantly what I'm getting right now with the leather, the cedar, some coffee, some cream. It's really very good. I'm really enjoying the hell out of this stick. And, you know, unless anything else changes, because there is, you know, a substantial portion left to burn, I might just sit back and just let this burn down, and if anything else changes, I'm going to come back in and throw it on the review. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it where it stands right now and just say, I'm so glad to be able to get an opportunity to try the Tatuaje Little Monsters, because I haven't honestly, I haven't had too many Tatuaje cigars I've tried. Um, just not in a price range of some of them that, honestly, that I can afford to get. Some of them, they come out with so many different Don Pepin cigars that there's just not many of the My Fathers or the Tatuajes that, I can break down and get sometimes. So I'm enjoying the hell out of this. I'm going to try to, go through the entire review of all of the Little Monsters. And just say thanks for watching again. This is Cigar Jockey out.